Much appreciate you dropping by the channel. Hope you like the content. Hope you're enjoying the videos. If you're new, it's your first video, please hit subscribe. So let's get into this, okay? So at this moment in time, we are now 10 days off Dereck Chisora versus David Price, okay? Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about that fight in this video, but Dereck Chisora has given an interview. Now, it's on Boxing Scene here. You probably can't see that, but it's there. It's on Boxing Scene, and he's talking about Joseph Parker. Obviously, we know Joseph Parker was the original opponent. It was a fight we were all looking forward to. It was a fight some people felt maybe should have been in the main event. Obviously, Joseph Parker had his issues with the spider bite, and he's no longer in this fight. He's actually said now in recent times that he's actually made a recovery and that he's back in training or something like that. So it kind of does make you wonder, could he have taken this fight? I'm not going to blow smoke on this, but it does kind of make you wonder, was the bite something that actually happened? Was he as bad as maybe he could have been? I don't know. I'm not in the Parker camp. I don't know what happened. But, you know, it does kind of make you kind of scratch your head if you think, you know, only missing a week of training. But who knows? You know, who knows? He only would have had a 2-month camp. I think he only started training towards the end of August, so it would have only been a 2-month camp. You take a week away, you know, all that kind of stuff. But Dereck Chisora, in this interview that I have here, he's basically said that he feels, since the moment he met Joseph Parker, he never wanted to fight, okay? So I'm going to quote Dereck Chisora here. This is actually what he told Sky Sports, okay? And it says, "When I met Joseph in LA, I had a feeling he would pull out. My mind was already set that he might pull out. I told him the truth when we met, and he didn't like it. Then I hear he got a spider bite. Whatever." Okay? That's what Joseph Parker, that's what Dereck Chisora has to say on Joseph Parker. It also says, "If Parker gets well soon, we can set a new date. What powers will he have after the spider bite? It worked out well for Peter Parker." That's actually a quote from David Haye. And Dereck Chisora takes over then and goes on to say about David Price. He basically says Price is a big puncher, and if he lets the right hand go, he can put anyone to sleep. He's a big guy, but he doesn't use his advantages. True. Come fight week, everything goes out the window. Best friend or not, I'm looking to destroy you. Then we can be friends, but in the ring, war. So that's what Dereck Chisora has to say on Joseph Parker and on David Price. Now let's get into the Joseph Parker situation. I'm not 100% sure what he said to Parker when he was in LA. I know I done a video on it months ago that Dereck Chisora basically came up in the interview and said that he felt Parker was a bitch, because let's remember, this fight, Parker and Chisora, was talked about maybe happening in April of this year. Obviously that never happened. It was still being talked about even after Parker had his fight with Leopold. So obviously when the fight was sealed, you know, most people thought, you know, this is a great fight. I was looking forward to it. I know a lot of people were. I saw some people say when Chisora went on that little press conference rant that maybe it should be in the main event or should both get more money. Obviously it's not happening now. Dereck Chisora feels that that was inevitable. Almost as if Joseph Parker didn't want the fight. You know, who knows? Like I said, I'm not in either camp. I think that if it's not a genuine case of the spider bite, I think it could be a case of Parker maybe needing more time to get ready. Maybe he feels that he's only had 2 comeback fights since he's fought Joshua and White. Maybe he feels he needs a bit more time to get ready for somebody like a Dereck Chisora. Maybe mentally more so, because Chisora is a bit similar to Dylan White in a sense that they'll try and bully you. They'll try and turn this into a rough kind of fight. Maybe Parker feels he needs more time to adjust for that. I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. In terms of what he says about David Price. David Price, if he starts letting them right hands go, oh hell yeah. Chisora, look, I think Price can knock Chisora out, but I think Chisora can knock Price out too. The worry for Dereck Chisora is that not only that he split with Dave Colwell, but that he's almost going to be essentially training himself, you know, giving him, not having a trainer in the corner, essentially, not having anybody to kind of guide Dereck Chisora through the fight. Maybe David Haye, but who knows. I think that that's a big mistake by Chisora. Looking at how he was against Senagashi, a very negative fighter, you still saw improvements there from Chisora. Looking at how he was against Spilka, you know, and Chisora himself is not really a fan of southpaws. He done great in that fight. Punching a lot harder, punching a lot cleaner. Just looked all round better fighter. And I say it's a shame we didn't have someone like a Dave Colwell early on in his career, because we could have maybe seen the best of Dereck Chisora. at this stage in his career, even though he's looking, decent, or he was anyway, even though he's looking decent, it was too little too late, because he's in his mid-30s, he's had a hard career, and, you just feel, what else is there? What's left in the tank? Having said that, I think that Dereck Chisora should beat David Price, but I wouldn't rule out the upset. I know a lot of people are saying, they're giving Price a good shot because he beat Dave Allen in very convincing fashion. Dave Allen is not Dereck Chisora. Chisora is way more sophisticated than Dave Allen. Dave Allen's not a very sophisticated fighter at all. He gets by on just nick grit and taking a hell of a lot of punches. Seriously. So Chisora is a little bit more technically refined, and he's just more developed than Dave Allen, okay? And you see it against guys like Tom Little and Cash Ali. When they really try and put it on David Price, that's when you see him start to capitulate and have a few issues. And I think Chisora is 10 times the fighter both them guys are. So I think he should have some success against David Price, but you never know. It's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen. What he says about Price not using his advantages, I can't see that, because he does. For someone who's 6'8" with a fragile chin, there are ways to protect that. If he could just get his jab working a bit more, because his jab is not really a scoring shot. When you see David Price jab, sometimes it's very annoying, because he just kind of flicks, doesn't even get maximum extension on it. He's trying to set up the right hand, but sometimes you feel he's in an awkward position to throw that right hand, or maybe doesn't want to commit to it. So I think there's advantages that Price has that he could use, but he just doesn't use. And I think at this stage in his career, it's kind of squandered almost, because he's been knocked out that many times, and he struggled in certain fights. So I think at this stage, both guys, I would lean towards Chisora, probably 70-30 Chisora's favour. Price, though, I think Price knows a loss here is the end. And I think for both guys, if one of them was to lose, they are fucked. They are gone. The road back is just too long for a loss for either guy. So I think this is a real crossroads fight, in my opinion, Price Chisora. Okay, so that's my thoughts on this. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoy making them. I've got used to doing it in front of a camera now. I'm actually quite enjoying it. Ade has his green chair. I've got my kind of dull couch, but still, it does the job. Hope you like this video. At this stage, at this minute in time, we are 20 subs off 1,000. We are getting there. Hopefully soon. I want to do maybe some Q&A for 1,000 subscribers. So if anyone wants to leave me a question, I'm going to just kind of take them all from different videos and just do them all in one. So if anyone wants to leave a question down below, feel free to. If you want to leave your thoughts on Chisora, Price, or Joseph Parker, leave it all down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will talk to you after.